Jack. All right. You got this stuff?
Yeah. All cleaned and oiled.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get it on.
Who are these guys?
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
Hot damn, it's time to get down to the jam. It's time to get down, it's time to get down, it's time to get down to the jam. I said it's time to get down to the knowledge, gonna get on down with the know. On the morning coffee show, on morning coffee with Keith, here on Pop Culture Minefield.
Excuse me, can I get a cup of coffee? Black?
Can't you see we talking? White?
Good morning, everyone. Let me first start off by apologizing. It is my fault for how late we're starting, but there's a lot of things going on. Life just keeps rolling, man. And
yes, it does.
Sometimes, you know, it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. And let me at least just first of all, hey, just say hello to everybody on the show, Martin and Ben. We have let me just start off at the top, given for those of you who have not heard the news yet. It looks like we have lost Hulk Hogan at
yes.
71.
71.
And
that's too soon, man.
Well,
no, I mean,
surprise. I mean, we I don't know, to me at least, I don't know. I'd keep up on his health, but
yeah. It is coming just right on the heels. I mean, we got all three pretty much right on the heels. You know, I mean, having lost Ozzy the day before and Malcolm Jamal Warner before that. It's just, you know, again, it's horrible. I'm still kind of wrapping my head around that, you know. Then again, still kind of in shock that we, from when we lost both David Bowie and Prince. I think things have never been the same since David Bowie and Prince left.
Right.
So, but
well, then again, you and I are also still from the era where we lost, you know, where we had and then lost both Elvis and Lennon.
Yeah.
You know. So,
Yeah. I just hello, Joe. Joe's atmosphere, everybody.
Yeah. So,
you know, it is. Yeah, I'm just. I'm still kind of in shock.
Right.
And you know, I gotta say, it just seems to be an unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
I don't know when you lose anybody, but
Right.
especially around this time of year. I just
yeah,
it's just hard.
it really is. I mean, at least Ozzy got to go out on his own terms.
Yeah, he got a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah,
but what I mean is
concert. You know,
what I mean is, you know, it's only been a few years now since we lost John Schnepp, King of the Sweaties, and that was right as we were going into Comic-Con. You know, the week of when he passed, and things have not really been right since.
Right.
But it's always something that there's never a good time,
Right.
but I just wow, just to all of the fans of Hulk Hogan and of WWE and oh wow,
Man, I remember growing up with freaking Hulk Hogan.
yeah,
You know, well, my assistant is leaving, so I was gonna say I am in my supervillain phase with Simba here.
anyway, just yeah, it's just shock.
Yeah, this
We will.
Mhm.
I mean, look, it's not like wrestling is going to stop,
Mhm.
but it's not going to be the same without Hulk Hogan.
Right.
Music's not going to be the same without Ozzy. And again, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I mean,
Yeah, and that was not a health related thing.
yeah,
that was a swimming accident, and that sucks even worse.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. So to all three of those, to all three of them and their family and fans, rest in peace. Seriously. Hopefully we can do some we can mourn, but also remember them and how they were and what they gave us. Why a lot of us became fans of theirs. But yes, today is what I like to call my annual my annual San Diego Comic Con show. There's a lot to see. There's a lot to talk about. And hello.
Yeah, Ben is having trouble with his connection, even since before.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got back one. I think I'm sure he will be back again.
Yeah. But going
Hey, Gambit.
into this weekend, hello Gambit, 1987. Also, hello to Andy Morrow, to Penny, the lovely Penny. Of course, the aforementioned Joe's Atmosphere, and everybody that is tuned in for today's show. Hopefully, we can have some fun today. This is also the big opening weekend for the MCU's Fantastic Four. And I'd also like to a special shout out today to my daughter, whose birthday's today. Just want to say happy birthday, and I just love you very much, and hope you have an incredible day.
Happy birthday.
But so we've reached this is always usually in July. So for me, this marks the downside of July. We're heading into the end of July, headed right into August. So summer's almost over, and but we're gonna spend some time saluting this event, which really is, in my opinion, the big event for all of us who are geeks and nerds and who have been loving this for decades. And amongst the general public, this is our big event. It's not the only event, but this is the big event. And I still have to shake my head every single time and just say this. I know there are certain people, groups out in San Diego that really do not like this event. And all I have to say to them is just, are you crazy? Seriously, there are a lot of other states that would love to host something like this. Not everybody can, but there are a lot of states, a lot of cities that would love to be able to have this event.
Well, I suppose that having that influx of people all at once, it may be a little chaotic, but dude, that is cash for your economy, for your local economy.
It is. It's always great, and I know that not everybody in San Diego feels that way, but unfortunately, there are certain people, certain businesses that have expressed interest in having this event go someplace else, and I think number one at the top of the list of places that have expressed interest in taking this event away from San Diego is Las Vegas. I think this would be fantastic in Las Vegas. The city of Vegas is ready for this place. I mean, at the drop of a hat.
I propose Mexico City so I can go to a Comic Con.
I mean, there are a lot of international fans, and actually, if you did it in Cabo,
but here's the thing, though. The reason why San Diego became what it was, as far as having Comic-Con, is because of its location and how close it is to Los Angeles and Hollywood. And it became a place, a destination that the studios could send people down to communicate directly with the people who are the ones that they make these kinds of movies and TV shows for. This event's been going on since 1970. The very fact that it took until, I think it was like 2008, 2009 before, the normies caught up to it.
Yeah.
And again, that's pretty much at the beginning of the explosion in popularity of comic book films.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight versus Jon Favreau's Iron Man, where Robert Downey Jr. took a verbal jab at the success of Dark Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man did make some money, but not as much money as the Dark Knight did. I mean, the Dark Knight just owned it owned fans, and that year at San Diego Comic-Con is one of those legendary years that it just seemed like comic book movies were everywhere. But that's not the only thing about San Diego. I mean, it really did start as just a comic book based event. And while they still have that there, it's just that the Hollywood entertainment people, the movies and TV shows, they've really just taken over. And much to the chagrin of many comic book fans. But I mean, it's an event, and it's Cam's Crash Courses. Hey.
Dude, where have you been?
Yeah.
You've been sorely missed. Good to see you.
So it is, for me personally, it's definitely an event that I've yet to go to. And I just want to go one time. I'm not one of these people that wants to go back year after year after year, but I at least want to go one time. Hey.
Oh, we have the man himself.
Yes.
You know what that means. You know what that means. Yes, we do.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
And of course,
Uh,
Jeebus.
Monkey Jeebus.
But again, there's a lot to cover. There's a lot to go into.
Mhm.
I think the big news this weekend is the fact that it looks like Marvel Studios is not going to have anything going on truly this
Right?
weekend.
The big news is non-news or a lack thereof.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically, that's really what Fantastic Four is supposed to be. That's their big statement, you know.
Yeah.
I hope a lot of people get a chance to see this film. We were just talking about before the show, and I Fantastic Four was one of those seminal comics for me when I became a comic book fan.
Right.
And it has been difficult watching all the previous attempts at bringing them to life from Fox, and how many times they basically messed it up.
Yeah.
Having not seen the film yet myself, I know what I'm looking forward to, and I know what just doesn't feel right to me. And as of right now, going into the movie, I'm still not buying Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. I know there are a lot of people that have seen the film and go, oh, he's Reed Richards. Look, Reed Richards, the comic book Reed Richards, is actually younger than Pedro Pascal.
Hey, look at this. Cam was touring the world. He was in Spain. Good, man.
Oh, well, you
Running with
survived
the
the running of the
Bulls.
Bulls. Wow, dude.
Good for you.
Yeah, fantastic, man.
Hmm.
Sounds like
I'm with you. I'm been with you with about Richard since the beginning. The casting of Pedro as Richard, and contrary to what most people say, I like his acting. But I saw it. Oh man, he looks like Reed Richards' dad.
Yeah.
Well,
and
be Reed.
yeah. Well, see, Fantastic Four as kind of like the starting comic book back in the day is, it's important for being the first, but you have a hard time telling superhero stories now with the Fantastic Four. It is not the property I would start an entire comic empire with if I was starting a new comic. You know what I'm saying? You don't try to kickstart a comic universe, because it was very cerebral. It was, and it was also back when who else was there?
Well,
But
that's the problem with it. You have a lot of Hollywood people going, well, this is difficult to do. No, it's not difficult to do. The difference with Fantastic Four versus all the other comics is that Fantastic Four is really an adventure comic. That's what it is.
Well,
it's not a superhero comic. It's an adventure comic. But nobody does adventure anymore.
Right.
That's the thing about it.
Yeah, well, that's precisely my point. Fantastic Four didn't start out with the current comic book format, which is why it's difficult for as a superhero film to sell.
Yes.
Because there was an adventure comic. It was let's explore strange new things, new concepts. The negative zone, and so on and so forth. Is it the negative zone? Yeah, because DC it's a Phantom Zone. But because when you look at a lot of the Fantastic Four's original bad guys, you're looking at the Mole Man, and a lot of their stuff was them going to different places, different dimensions.
Yes,
and which makes for a very difficult superhero film.
Yes, but they were also the first comic book family. I mean, they family was the number one thing with Fantastic Four. And in
Yeah.
fact, one of the earliest crossovers they had was a crossover with Spider-Man, who felt comfortable enough with the Fantastic Four that you could almost say that Peter was almost like a pseudo member of the Fantastic Four.
Well,
Treated.
I don't know about the dates, but I think I would disagree because Bruce, Dick, and Alfred, they are a family. And they predate.
Yes. No. I mean, like a family.
Yeah.
You know, the more traditional version of it.
Reed and Sue,
Yes.
Johnny, married and siblings and things like that. See, Batman, I agree with you there, Martin. Batman is more about found family, about making family out of loss.
Yeah.
And whereas Fantastic Four is quite literally nuclear family.
Literally, because they got nuclear radiation in them.
Exactly.
Yeah, it really is a kind of atomic age type comic book.
Yeah,
at a time when that kind of stuff was still kind of the norm as far as what Hollywood was concerned with the kinds of movies. And again, I often say one of the properties out there that helped to inspire Fantastic Four, were the Quartermass character. Quartermass as a character really is one of the templates for Reed Richards. And Dr. Quartermass is like, he is a much harder edge combination of, say, Doctor Who combined with the Doctor from Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
Not as crazy as he was, at least Walter. Not as crazy as Walter was before his operation. And also where Jack Kirby got the inspiration for the Fantastic Four was from his work on DC's Challengers of the Unknown, which was really the group which was the template for Fantastic Four. Except that they didn't have a woman in the group. It's four guys. But Fantastic Four was just one of those books that when I read it in my youth, I just really dug it because it wasn't like any other comic book out at that time. Everybody had stuff that they would do that allowed them to fight in a lot of major cities. Whether you're talking Spider-Man, Iron Man, Batman, Superman, you're always fighting in the city. You're always doing that. The Fantastic Four were all about adventure. They traveled everywhere, even to places that were off planet to do that stuff. And while I will admit that both the Superman comics and Batman comics of the 50s did attempt to do those kinds of stories, by the time I was born, they had stopped doing those stories, and those are a little out there anyway. And it's just easier to have a book that was all about adventure, traveling to different places, finding, hidden islands and places, and traveling to different dimensions and different planets. I mean, they can go anywhere and have an adventure about anything. And you have, in many ways, a lot of what I loved about the basic formula of a show like Star Trek, that's really what Fantastic Four has in it. And Ben is gone again.
Oh,
but he will be back. But again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let's just get around to talking about at least some of the things and events that will be happening during this weekend. Okay. So let's see. So one of the things that we'll be looking at this weekend, here, let me pull this up.
There we have the return of the Ben.
Yes.
I'm like a damn yo-yo this today. I don't know what's going on with my connection. So here I am. Bow, there I go. You know.
There are, look, for those of you who spend a lot of time on social media, if you are a big fan of events like this, you want to know what's coming up, this is a good weekend for you to stay close to whatever social media you like perusing to get the latest updates on things that are going on. That has always been my thing about this event. Whether you're talking Facebook, YouTube, or whether you're talking X, Blue Sky, any type of social media, you're going to get a lot of stuff coming at you this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hashtag SDCC, man.
SDCC 2025.
Yeah.
Let's see. There are going to be a lot of big exclusives coming. Let's see. From Funko is going to have a lot of big releases. You're going to have some exclusives coming from other dealers on the floor, which, again, there aren't too many events where you can have so many exclusives made for just this event. Okay. They have you can go to the exclusive, your exclusive complete guide to San Diego Comic-Con, which I think we should put a link to that for those of you who want to follow along. But it's sdccblog.com, and that gives you just everything you need to know. Maps, everything.
Again, SDCC?
sdccblog.com.
Okay.
Actually, I have that somewhere. Because I think you sent that to me earlier.
Yes, I did. Now, today's Thursday. That means it's Thursday night preview. Really, it's a San Diego Comic-Con really is a 3-day event that has been extended to 4 days because there's so much stuff. You know, wow. Again, looking at this map, looking at all these activities, and all I can say is there's no way any one person can make it to all of this stuff.
Yeah,
you're going to run yourself ragged.
All of it. Yeah, if you're wanting to cover all of it, you're going to have friends go with you.
Yeah. I think they're also going to do a big thing about the movie, the documentary, The Legend of Kingdom Come. Wow, that's going to be so much fun. Wow, just looking at this stuff. I currently, if I were standing there right now, I'd be at a loss to figure out where I'm going. You know,
right.
I think they have a map to parking. I mean, look, this isn't just an event where you can just fly in. Those of you who are lucky enough to have a boat can dock at this event. You can also, if you want to drive, you can still take your RV to the event. They also have a place for you to hook up there also.
And if anybody has ever watched Paul.
Yeah. That's it. You know, they want your business. They want to make it possible for you to have a good time. And wow, what is this? They have a thing called the friendship bracelet trading meetup. Wow, they even do that there. Okay. And they also have their own official app, which, again, if you're there, you're definitely going to need it. You're going to need to download the official San Diego Comic-Con app and just find your way around this place. My goodness, the dealer's room. Wow. Anyway, yeah, here I am just looking at it, and I'm getting bad at describing what I'm seeing, but
Right?
it looks
No,
like there is a large booth for Star Wars. There's a large Dark Horse Comics booth, Mattel, Lego, Marvel, Disney. Disney Plus has their own booth. Jeez.
mhm. Oh yeah.
Konami,
Yeah.
Weta,
I mean, if you're
Paramount.
part of, yeah, I mean, just looking at it, I was astounded at how much was there. And I looked at it as a writer going, I would love to have a booth there. But you know what? No. I mean, I could, because I don't know if I'm going to be alive by the time I would get a booth there. Their waiting list for vendors is years long. And, you know, and then when you talk about the rumored cost, because they don't tell you how much it's going to be. Rumored cost is anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000. You know, before you take into account hotels, you know, getting there, you know, gas, shit like that, just to be there. But this is the kind of thing that, you know, you don't just go, hey, let's go to Comic-Con. You prepare for this for a year in advance. And I can imagine some of the cosplays there, you know, because, you know, all the celebrities go, it's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to put on a Stormtrooper costume, you know, but you know, professional cosplayers, you know, that they are working at this all freaking year, you know, just to get their costumes ready.
Yeah.
For this event.
Yeah, this is definitely not an event where you want stuff to not go correctly for you.
Right?
Yeah, you are just, you're in it. Anyway, let's start out. Excuse me. Let's start out with DC. Okay.
What?
Now DC's been having a good time these last 2 weeks. You know, it looks like James Gunn's Superman's done well. A lot of people seem to like the movie.
Mm-hmm. Seems like he's doing pretty good.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I'm one too.
And you know, this year's event for DC marks the start of their basically what they call the road to 100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. DC Comics, for those that do not know, was founded by the man who is responsible for the modern format of comic books. And they are the company that has been around longer than any other company. So 100 means exactly that. It's 100 years. We're on the road to 100 with DC Comics. And they're going to start that at San Diego. So there's a lot of stuff to see. The banner that they have for it on the website is amazing. All these different characters, of which, you know, if you're just kind of a casual, occasional DC fan, you'll recognize some of these characters, but not all of these characters. And again, DC Comics has been around longer than Marvel, and they've had a longer relationship with the entertainment industry in Hollywood, definitely longer than Marvel. A lot of movies and celebrities really had a lot of great interactions and projects they did with DC over the decades. Elvis Presley's favorite character is a DC character. and the Beatles, especially Paul McCartney, for their movie Help, had all those Jimmy Olsen comics on the organ that Paul had in his half of the his portion of the Beatles home that you see in that film. But DC is on the road to celebrating a century, which again, to say that is kind of massive. That's an incredible achievement.
Yeah.
And so the DC booth will host a 1940s inspired newsstand with Daily Planet exclusive that they are putting out.
Right.
Jim,
And,
yeah, go ahead.
well, and I was looking at that in particular because, as you know, that's the kind of thing that always fascinates me. Being originally a history major, the vintage style, Daily Planet with all the old ads and things like that, as well as like the schedule and stuff like that for DC at Comic-Con. So yeah, that was just cool AF.
DC booth Jim Lee to host a fan favorite Jim Lee and Friends panel with surprise guests on Saturday. DC's publishing panels reveal what's next for DC All In with announcements and giveaways. DC Shop to offer first to market DC merchandise. They have a lot of partnerships, including Progressive and Milkbone. Yeah, look, for all those who have seen Superman, you know that Crypto is one of the breakout stars of that film. So of course they're going to do a tie-in with Milkbone. Fortnite offering a limited edition convention experiences, exclusives. HBO Max brings Peacemaker Season 2 to San Diego Comic-Con with cast, panel, and more. Let's see okay. So DC Today announced its fan activations at Comic-Con International, San Diego Comic-Con, centered around its multi-level DC booth, which is booth number 4544 on the convention show floor from Wednesday, July 23rd through Sunday, July 27th. Join DC at SDCC, where DC begins a decade-long celebration of comics, culminating 100 years of publishing the world's greatest DC superheroes. This year, the DC booth will have a new yet familiar look. In 2025, DC enters the final decade of its first 100 years with reverence for the past and an embrace of the future. DC plans to celebrate every era of its storied history annually in 10-year increments, starting at the beginning, 1935 to 1945. The 2025 DC booth will feature art and experiences from its first decade of publication. This nascent age was a time of unprecedented creation and saw the birth of not only DC, but of the comic book art form, with DC's new fun #1, superheroes, and the DC Trinity, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. The impressive experience being created at the DC booth is more than a nostalgic nod to the past. It is a celebration of where it all began. Stop by the DC newsstand for a free 1940-style DC Daily Planet newspaper, complete with classic DC Comics ads pulled directly from DC's comic book archives that once promoted the heroes and adventures of their time. San Diego Comic-Con's Daily Planet exclusive also delivers first looks at some of DC's most anticipated titles releasing this year, as well as DC's panel schedule and events offered during Comic-Con 2025. Yeah, they are definitely going to go all out, and I think let's see. And then they're going to have. Oh, go ahead.
Well, and just to kind of give you a perspective, when DC first started in 1935, 90 years ago, the U.S. was in the middle of the Great Depression. and we're just starting to strike. We were trying as a nation to get out of one of the worst economic periods in our history. And to launch something like DC back then, to launch a comic book back then was hopeful. Is
Yes. Which is what DC
almost,
always was.
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Look, you had a lot of talent, you had a lot of comics. There were a few characters that from back then, characters like Slam Bradley, which was a character created by the two young guys from Cleveland who created Superman.
Right. And here's the funny thing, right? Yeah, Superman originally wasn't a DC comic. They sold it to DC.
Yeah. But he is still the godfather or grandfather of all superheroes. And he is the one. He is the Big Bang. In the world of superhero comics, he is the Big Bang. And
right.
From
He's
there
the one
come everything else.
Right.
But you're going to have a lot of talent connected to DC that will be making appearances this weekend. DC president, publisher, and chief creative officer Jim Lee, Absolute Batman creator Scott Snyder, and Nick Dragotta, Superman writer Joshua Williamson, Wonder Woman writer Tom King, Justice League Unlimited writer Mark Waid, and more will be appearing this weekend at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Let's see, they will have a wide variety of comics and graphic novels, and new merchandise from DC will be available at the booth while supplies last. DC will be selling limited printings of special edition foil covers for Absolute Batman #1, Absolute Superman #1, Absolute Wonder Woman #1, all with new covers by Jay Lee, a Bat Symbol foil variant of Batman 158, an S Shield Supergirl #1 foil variant cover, a Stanley Artgerm Lau foil variant cover on the new History of the DC Universe #1, a Superman Unlimited #1, Superman times Fortnite foil variant cover by Jim Lee, a Justice League versus Godzilla versus Kong 2 #1 Titan size special edition foil variant by Kevin McGuire, and more. They are offering quite a few things, and I think you'll also be able to get your hands on some new Batman t-shirts, a DC Vertigo shirt at the again, crypto merchandise.
Guys, are you getting this background sound?
What is that?
I'm not. I don't know. What does it sound like? Because I'm not hearing it.
Oh, well. I just wanted to know if any of you could hear it. Oh, my God. So I am sure I am not hearing things. No? We're still here.
I muted my mic, and I can still hear it. So
hang on, let me mute mine and see if it's my air conditioner or something. Yeah, let me mute myself.
Yep, it's gone.
Okay, it's probably my AC.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, is it a steady sound?
Yeah. Are you there, Ben? Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't hear it anymore, so we're good.
You can't. Okay. Well, that's weird. But anyways, it's in Comic-Con, just to give you an idea of why people are so big on this. I mean, 135,000 people which is more than the center itself is supposed to be able to handle. But Comic-Con isn't just Comic-Con. You know, Comic-Con has a lot of stuff that happens outside of Comic-Con in the basically area orbiting it, you know? So, yeah.
Let's
It's just
see.
massive.
Okay, so as of right now, at the time that we are recording this, it's about 11:36,
which is basically about 9:30 a.m. in
yeah.
San Diego.
So at 11:30 a.m. West Coast time, there'll be a panel coming from DC Comics. It's called DC All In: What's Next, and it's Scott Snyder, Joshua Williamson, Mark Waid, and other top DC storytellers in a can't-miss panel that dives deeper into DC's core and absolute comic books for 2025. This is going to be in room 6DE. Okay, and then 3:30 West Coast time. It is Aztec Batman Clash of Empires from Warner Brothers Animation. So it's a brand new direct to home video, I think, animated Batman adventure. It'll be the members of the cast and the creative team as they share footage and provide an inside look at how they are bringing the world of Batman into the captivating history and culture of Mesoamerica. Let me just say this. It'll be in room 6BCF. Look, you could say whatever you want about a lot of the live action stuff that Warner Brothers has done on behalf of DC, but the one thing you can't really talk too badly about has been Warner Brothers Animation when it comes to DC characters. They have been consistently good.
Absolutely.
The best, but there's consistent quality there. And again, this is one of the biggest surprises for me is the fact that the relationship that Marvel has with Disney, they've never truly taken advantage of. You know, I just sort of thought when Disney bought Marvel that would mean that we were going to get some animated stuff from Marvel as done by a lot of Disney animators. And that has not really been the case, unfortunately.
Yeah, and with Marvel, their animated stuff is some of it is okay, but it's like they're aiming it at a very specific, very young audience.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Saturday, they're going to have a panel called Metropolis and Beyond. It's a DC Comics panel. And they're going to have Joshua Williamson, Dan Jurgens, Mark Waid, Dan Slott, Philip Kennedy Johnson, all talking about all the Superman-related comic book content. Then after that, they're going to have a DC Comics Gotham City panel. And that will have Mac Fraction, Scott Snyder, Dan Dragata, Kyle Higgins, Darrell Warren Johnson, and more, talking about the Dark Knight and all things Dark Knight. Then you have the Peacemaker sneak peek and panel from HBO Max and DC Studios. And James Gunn will be there, along with John Cena, Danielle Brooks, Jennifer Holland, Freddie Stroma, Steve Agee, Frank Grillo, Saul Rodriguez, and Tim Meadows. And those are all the actors and stuff related to Peacemaker. And I think they will be releasing the season 2 official trailer that day. And then After that will be the Jim Lee and Friends DC panel. And it's basically just Jim Lee and other creatives talking. And that's Saturday. That's pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to go through everything, but I will say this: looking at what they offer, as Ben was saying, there are a few things that they have off-site. McFarlane Toys is set to release the Batman Superman Fusion digital collectible at this year's Comic-Con. To celebrate the launch, McFarlane will introduce 12 exclusive one-of-one physical Batman variants, each uniquely hand-painted. Each figure features a distinctive metallic colorway, a cap personally signed by Todd McFarlane, and comes in custom packaging sealed with silver foil sticker and individually hand-numbered for authenticity. In a fusion of digital and physical experiences, fans who purchase any Batman Superman Fusion digital collectible using a credit card will be automatically entered to win one of 12 legendary digital variants. Each winner will then be contacted to receive the exclusive one-of-one physical Batman figure shipped directly to their home, completely free of charge. A selection of these ultra-rare figures will be on display at booth 1915 during Comic-Con. Both Funko and Mondo will be offering their own exclusives. Wow. I got to go to this. No.
Right. Well, and when we were talking about this earlier, because we discussed this earlier, what was going on with it, got to bear in mind, these folks are spending massive amounts of money just to be there.
Yeah.
That's how important this is to them. So they are already deeply invested in this. So yeah, that this is, and they're giving this stuff away. They're covering shipping, which is not cheap. My stepdaughter and son-in-law, operate a small business, and shipping is not least of their costs.
Yeah.
So this is a massive investment for these, and having you got some of these folks. In all the research that you did there, was there anybody that was paid to be there? Because I know like Marvel Studios isn't there this year. DC's studios, they're working on stuff right now, so they're not going to have a lot of star power there.
Mm-hmm.
Were there any celebrities aside from creators that are supposed to be there? Any movie stars?
And you mean any celebrities outside of the ones that were announced for the unveiling of the season 2 Peacemaker panel? Nobody's been officially announced outside of that. I don't believe that DC Studios television and films will be making a huge presence at this year's event. I think what it is that they're going to just build everything around what DC is doing and its road to 100. The few things that you can get away with showing. Look, let me put it to you this way: the movie Superman's already out, and there's no other big DC movie coming before the end of the year, so they've already put out their big one. What they're going to try to do is just try to get you to at least concentrate and enjoy any spin-offs or products that are related directly or indirectly to what they've already got out in the movie theater and or what they're going to be presenting on TV, or any ongoing series related to their DC comics or whatever. They're just, look, it's DC doing DC stuff. And if you're a big DC fan, this is the booth to be at. And make sure you show up nice and early to get all your exclusives. That's all I can tell you, because it's not like they brought enough for everybody.
Right. Well, I can tell you one semi-big name that's going to be in there, and that's in Hall H. That's going to be Norman Reedus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Wow. You know what?
But that's
we did all that
Mm.
DC stuff. I think it's time that we allow Marvel to get their due. So Marvel, excuse me. Let's see. Marvel is back at San Diego Comic-Con with big announcements, cosplay meetups, and giveaways you won't want to miss. So for San Diego Comic-Con 2025, they will be starting, let's see, on July 24th, today, at 1:45 p.m. West Coast time, which is actually 3:45 here in the Midwest and 4:45 in the East Coast. Let's see, the next big X Universe saga, Age of Revolution, is coming. Mutant kind is not ready. The X-Men have risen from the ashes, but what is the disastrous threat that lies in their future? Find out as Editor-in-Chief C.B. Cebulski, conductor of X, Tom Brevoort, and a lineup of uncanny talent, including David Marquez and Ryan North, shed light on this calamitous new event with first look reveals insight on the titles leading into the event and more. Plus, attendees who stay until the end will receive an exclusive giveaway comic book. So they're definitely going to make sure you sit your butt right down and listen to what they have to say.
You're not going nowhere.
Let's see, we have the Marvel Cosmic Invasion crashes onto store shelves this holiday season, 2025. Galaxy-shattering, retro-inspired beat-em-up that channels the spirit of your favorite 90s arcade classics. Get ready to go behind the scenes of this cosmic brawler with an exclusive look at the game's origin story and its many inspirations, never-before-seen footage, concept art from character development. Meet the iconic voices bringing this larger-than-life cast to reality, an exclusive look at the next 2 playable characters, and a few epic surprises we're keeping under wraps for now. And then there's a Marvel Rivals panel coming tomorrow. It's on Friday. And then after that, let's see, it's they're having the Marvel Fanfare with C.B. Cebulski. Basically talking about the history of Marvel Comics all the way up to today with a few exclusive giveaways if you happen to want to sit there and listen to C.B. Cebulski go on. Then the Marvel Comics Next Big Thing, which is their big comic panel talking about the future of what they're going to be presenting as far as comics. And then Saturday, let's see, Marvel Snap, The Art of Marvel Snap, which is the game. And then Marvel Comics Ultimate Universe Comics. And then, let's see, their final big thing on Saturday will be not in Hall H, but in room 6A, Marvel Comics to Screen. Marvel Masters collide in an unprecedented meeting of page and screen as Marvel Comics editor-in-chief C.B. Cebulski, writer Jonathan Hickman, Marvel Studios head of visual development Ryan Mendering, executive producer Grant Curtis, and other very special guests explore Marvel's first family's journey from the comic page to the big screen, just as the Fantastic Four First Steps lands in theaters. And that's not all. Fans who stick around until the end, you see how they're doing things, will receive an exclusive giveaway comic book. Basically, you want to come there and you're not going to get anything until the very end. You got to sit through everything. So
Right? Yeah.
You're
It's
trapped.
it's almost like it's almost like a timeshare, you know. Come, come get all this cool stuff, but you gotta sit through the presentation.
Wow. Wow.
Uh,
Wow, 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 wow. And they have these things called the Fantastic Four fan pack. It's an exclusive, these are limited edition Fantastic Four fan packs at the San Diego Comic-Con 2025. So it's with it's a team up between them and Google Play and Popsicle to release limited edition collectors packs available exclusively during San Diego Comic-Con 2025.
right. And
Wow.
they cut that so close. They were one syllable from dropping back to the 90s. Because instead of a fan pack, it's a fanny pack.
Oh, jeez. Oh, don't remind me. Basically, this is specially curated art pulled from over 60 years of the family's iconic comic history and inspired by Marvel Studios' The Fantastic Four First Steps. So basically, it's a lot of art, a lot of stuff that was probably put together to help advertise and get the word out about Fantastic Four, and now you have an opportunity to get your hands in some free swag. At least it's something that you don't have to wait until the very end of something else to actually listen to get your hands on. So it's one of the few things Marvel's given to you this weekend where you don't have to actually sit through the entire spiel.
Right? Don't have to buy the condo.
Oh, wow.
It's a Marvel timeshare. No, it's really a good investment.
Wow. Anyway, yes. So that really is Marvel.
Right?
That's
now you know the real reason Keith wants me here. Someone else to make the bad puns, when Gary's not around.
Yes, you figured it out. Am I that transparent?
Well, not so transparent. I'd want to sit behind you at a theater, but
Let's see.
Yes.
Okay.
I am the comic relief.
Next.
It's the straight man. I'm just a comic relief.
Let's see. Let's see where else we're going to go with this. Okay. So,
and you haven't really hit on what's going on in Hall H. That's going to be like the top of the climax, right?
That's where I'm going next. We're going to go right to Hall H. So the Hall H presentation, which is really one of the more popular things they've done. It was San Diego that really made Hall H something big with all of the DC and Marvel films released over the last few years. But I now have the complete Hall H presentation list. Okay. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. So here we go. Starting on Thursday, July 24th, which is today, there are 7 different panels. First up, at 11 a.m., which for right now
1 o'clock our time.
9. Yes, that'll be 1 o'clock our time here in Central Time Zone, and 2 o'clock East Coast. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. Disney Plus series Percy Jackson and the Olympians returns to Hall H after going to San Diego 2024 ahead of its first season launch. They're going to invite in the stars of the show, along with the executive producer John Steinberg, Craig Silverstein, and Dan Schutz, and are set to appear and hype up season 2's release in December. Let's see. Gabriel Iglesias, aka Fluffy, and Joe Coy, they will have their own Hall H panel. And it's basically you're going to be treated to what looks to be an exclusive comedy show, question and answers comedy show from Joe Coy and Fluffy. So if you're a big fan of those two and you happen to be at San Diego Comic-Con, they're coming to Hall H. And that'll be at 12:15 West Coast time, 2:15 Art Central, and 3:15 East Coast. Let's see. Hyde, when the worlds of graphic novels and movies collide. Okay. So the graphic novel series Hyde, which has Ridley Scott and Johnny Depp involved. Neither will be present at this panel, but you will see this. You will see Jesse Negron, CEO of Mechanical Cake, and the Hyde creator writer David Elliott, editor-in-chief of Mechanical Cake, Tom Moran, and Senior VP of Scott Free, which is Ridley Scott's production company. Jason Foreman, who is the VP of Infinitum Nihil, and Anthony Francesco, collaborator and former Marvel Studios senior designer. And they're going to talk about how top creative talent from the graphic novel and movie worlds collaborate to bring exciting new projects directly to audiences. Then we have Collider's Directors on Directing. Okay. So Rob Reiner, who is the man behind, director Rob Reiner, who is the man behind Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, and This is Spinal Tap, along with Paul Feig, the man behind Bridesmaids and A Simple Favor, to talk about their directing careers, moderated by Collider's editor-in-chief, Stephen Weintraub. The panel is also expected to include some updates on the director's upcoming works, Spinal Tap 2 for Reiner, and The Housemaid for Feig. Blumhouse, Five Nights at Freddy's.
2.
And
Yes. At last, at long last.
The Sixth Night at Freddy's.
It's going to be moderated by Juju Green, aka Straw Hat Goofy, and let's see.
We might see Matthew Lillard there, right?
Yeah, well, they're not guaranteeing that they're going to be there, but these are the names that are coming for this: Josh Hutcherson,
Right.
Elizabeth Lale, and Matthew Lillard are expected to attend on Blumhouse behalf. And then we have the Toxic Avenger, Unrated and Radioactive. So writer-director Malcolm Blair, Troma co-founder Lloyd Kaufman, and the Toxic Avenger stars Peter Dinklage, Elijah Wood, Jacob Tremblay, and Taylor Page are all set for an in-depth panel about the upcoming reboot of Troma's cult classic, touting the unrated nature of this new version. The panel will include new behind-the-scenes details and a live Q&A. Wow. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
You see what's coming up next.
Sander Hammerslag. Yesterday, main writer, guitarist, singer of Golden Earring, and writer of such hits as Radar Love, When the Lady Smiles,
Oh, yeah.
George. Oh, wow. He died. from ALS. Oh, jeez.
Right? He was how old?
Hey, let me.
71?
He was 77, but ALS.
Yeah.
We got it. Oh my goodness. We are losing some really talented people. Look, I love Golden Earring. After the show, you should go ahead and check out some of their music videos. But Twilight Zone was probably their biggest hit. And
Right? Yeah.
wow,
Oh,
jeez.
the radar.
Radar Love was also a good song. Really good song. That's one of those songs that when you're driving, especially on vacation, that's one of those songs I like to drive to. Wow. Thank you, Sander. Wow. Whew.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm still trying to wrap my mind around that one. Wow. Anyway, yeah, let's jump back into this. Let's see. Comedy Central's adult animation, South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Digman. Comedy Central's brings 30 years of animation together for a huge panel dedicated to what's coming next for South Park, Beavis and Butthead, and Digman. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Panelists include South Park creators, stars Trey Parker, Matt Stone, Beavis and Butthead creator star Mike Judge, and Digman co-creator Andy Samberg. That'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be a fun panel right there. Let's see. And then stars Outlander, a timeless look back at the iconic series and a first look at the final season. Ahead of the 8th and final season of Outlander, star and creators descend upon San Diego 2025 to look back and ahead. Series stars Sam Hagen, Sophie Skelton, and Richard Rankin will all be in attendance, as will executive producers Matthew B. Roberts and Meryl Davis. Man, the panel will include the first look at Outlander Season 8. Yeah, I know there are a lot of Outlander fans, I'm telling you. Whew, geez. And then a first look at a new era with Outlander Blood of My Blood. Right after Stars teases the end of Outlander's main series, Hall H will be used to introduce what comes next. The prequel series, Outlander Blood of My Blood, Roberts and Davis will rejoin the stage with cast members Jamie Roy, Harriet Slater, Hermione Corfield, Jeremy Irvine, Seamus McLaren Ross, Sam Redford, and Rory Alexander to highlight the stories about Claire and Jamie's parents. Wow.
So basically, your Outlander fans are going to get 2 full hours of Outlander. Outlander-based stuff.
You guys are going to be well serviced this weekend.
Right? Yeah, 2 hours of running. You know.
Pricing.
There's going to be some fainting going on here.
Yeah. They're going to have to hand out their own fans or something. Let's see. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 3. The Walking Dead franchise returns to San Diego Comic-Con for another year after giving Norman Reedus' spinoff at Hall H panel last year. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon Season 3 takes focus in 2025. Norman Reedus, executive producer and star. Melissa McBride, executive producer and star. Scott N. Gimple, chief content officer of the Walking Dead universe. David Zabel, showrunner and executive producer. I wonder if he's related to Bryce. And Greg Nicotero, executive producer and director, will all be part of the panel, which will include the official debut of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon Season 3 trailer. Let's see. FX's Alien Earth world premiere and Q&A. The longest Hall H panel at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 belongs to Alien Earth, the upcoming prequel TV series from creator Noah Hawley. Yes. The genius behind Legion, especially season 1. If you've never watched it, as soon as you're done with today's show, go check it out. Hawley executive producer David W. Zucker and cast members like Sidney Chandler and Timothy Oliphant will be in attendance for this panel. Attendees will also be the first to see the pilot episode of Alien Earth ahead of its release on Hulu, FX, and Disney Plus on August 12th.
So basically, if we're looking at like a 48-minute episode, then about half that time. This is actually the shortest panel, but the longest time. One of the longest times.
Yes.
In Hall H for the same thing.
Wow.
Right, but I gotta hand it to them. They've got that down. We're gonna have an hour and a half long panel. Half of it's gonna be a TV show, but still.
Next up will be Predator Badlands. Ahead of Predator's big screen return, Disney and 20th Century Fox are bringing the franchise back to San Diego Comic-Con. As they did with Prey, director Dan Trachtenberg will be accompanied by stars Elle Fanning and Demetrius Schuster. I'm not even going to attempt his last name. And who will play a Wayland Yutani android and a young Yatua Hunter, respectively. The Predator Badlands panel will include new details and stories about the movie, as well as never-before-seen footage.
So, Demetrius Schuster, Kaloa Matangi.
There you go. Kaloa Matangi.
Thank you very much. I may have completely messed that up, but years and years of customer service on the phone has given me one superpower.
Well, that's why you're on the show.
Right? I can say stuff.
And there's your t-shirt.
Right?
I can say stuff.
I can pronounce Rafsanjani.
Wow. Okay, kids, here we go. This will be the final presentation for Friday. Okay, this will be at 5:30 West Coast time, which will be 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 East Coast time. Tron Ares. 15 years after holding a panel for Tron Legacy, Disney is prepared to hype up the franchise's return at San Diego Comic-Con 2025 with another Hall H showing. Tron Ares director, let's see. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt that name.
Joaquin Running?
Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. And a group of unconfirmed cast members will be in attendance to discuss the third franchise installment. This will include showing exclusive footage ahead of its October release. I am looking forward to this movie. I'm just telling you right now. This is my anticipated film of the year.
I am not.
You're not?
I'm a deep Tron fan. That I saw that as a little kid, and it was half the inspiration to my career choice. But man, I don't know. I don't want to see a Tron-based movie in the real world. I want to see the grid. And let's be real. This is a Tron-less Tron. What the heck?
Yeah. There's no word as to whether or not Bruce Boxleitner is going to be in this. I don't think he will be, which is sad because, Bruce Boxleitner is Tron.
Yeah.
Sorry, but he is.
I don't care if they have to do some deep baking, but at least use his voice like they did in Legacy.
Yeah. Well, they did the same thing with him that they did with Jeff Bridges. You know,
Mhm.
they did some
No, better.
digital
Better.
de-aging.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They didn't need a DH. They did a much maligned CGI refacing of another actor. I think for the time it was done, it was good, and I still
Well,
liked it.
the scene where you see Kevin and Tron together when they get jumped by Clue is a fantastic job on everybody's face for that particular scene. You know, de-aging both actors for that scene. That's one scene that really gets talked about. It's actually really well done. I will admit that the rest of the stuff may be a little wonky, but that particular scene is very, very well done. Very well done. We get into Saturday, and starting at the very top, 10 a.m. West Coast time, Coyote versus Acme.
Oh, that sounds fun.
It's it gets the Hall H panel no one expected. The panelists have remained a secret, but everyone in attendance will get to see the first ever footage of the film, hear new details about the movie, and receive a Comic-Con exclusive giveaway.
But do they have to stay till the end of the panel?
Yes, you must stay on your seat. You must sit there. You must sit there until they have done, and then they'll hand you, and you must get out.
Get out. Get out of the theater.
Get out of the theater.
Get to the exit.
But go to the chopper.
Get to the Comic-Con.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
DreamWorks Animations, The Bad Guys 2. Universal and DreamWorks bring The Bad Guys 2 to Comic-Con 1 week ahead of its release. The sequel's filmmakers and stars will be present, although a full list is not presently confirmed, but any or all of Sam Rockwell, Mark Maron, Craig Robinson, Anthony Ramos, Danielle Brooks, and Aquafina could appear. The panel is moderated by journalist Kevin McCarthy.
See, and that's playing slots. You know, it's like let's go to this panel and see who shows up.
Yeah, they may or maybe not be there.
You know, and so yeah, I mean, and that's yeah, because that's like we might, and you know, that's a bunch of agents going, come on, please show up. Come on, do you need a car? Do you need a helicopter? Do you want to skydive in? What do you want to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So this next one is the one I think we need to buckle up for.
There's not much buckling up. I mean, this is what we like to call the big goodbye, everybody. On behalf of David Ellison and everyone at Paramount, we'd like to just tell you, hey, look, you can either show up to this or not. It doesn't really matter to us. But Star Kurtzman Trek takes the stage at San Diego 2025 with a huge panel primarily focused on Star Trek, The Strangest of New Worlds, season triple, and the upcoming debut of Star Trek, whatever
Academy.
we decide to come up with. Comic-Con's official website promises exclusive looks at each convention, conversations with the cast and producers of both series, and some surprises. See, they got nothing going on, and yet they're not going to list who's going to show up because nobody really cares. Anyway, Project Hail Mary will be the next one presented on Hall H. Amazon MG. Look, they really. Why? Seriously. If they were to announce tomorrow that, hey, there are no more Marvel movies coming from Disney, that after Fantastic Four, they're not going to have anything else. I mean, but we're still going to have some stars show up. Would you show up watch it. I mean, again, this is Kurtzman Trek. This is what's wrong with everything right now. So, my opinion. I mean, I know that there are people who, for whatever reason, aren't fans of what they like to call Star Trek related type stuff that you might confuse for entertainment. But
Ouch.
Like I said, buckle
Am I
up.
wrong?
There are feels involved.
No.
am I
Here's
wrong?
the thing. We are living the evolution of Keith. When he was in the past, not so long ago, whenever he was talking about Cosmo Trek, he would say, "Hey, if you like it, that's good for you." Notice that this time he didn't say the globes are coming off. One by
Hey,
one.
Look. Now that they've met with the FCC and this thing's going forward, how do you think the new owners are feeling about this right now? If they don't like it, why should I keep pretending? If Paramount's got down with it, why am I continuing to act like, well, this is still all right? It's like, look, you guys have screwed yourselves. Being all fired to do all of this as a streaming thing has cut down the number of episodes you can produce. So as of right now, there are not enough episodes of any individual Kurtzman Trek show to match with the number of episodes put out by Star Trek The Next Generation. That's just one TV show. You can go ahead and string every episode from every TV show that Kurtzman Trek has put out since 2017. And probably season 2 of Starfleet Academy will be the last of it that will just barely cross over the exact number necessary to even have more episodes than The Next Generation did in 7 seasons. Let that sink in. So if you are someone who's, oh, I'm so worried of it, you should be worried. There are not that many episodes of this. Once David Ellis and his people get in place and decide to bring the heat when it comes to Star Trek, something tells me they're going to probably try to produce a lot more episodes per season. And whatever stuff they come up with will gladly be a much better step up than what we've been getting these last few years. Because really, Spock on the Spectrum? Really?
Mhm.
Really?
I'm all for.
But
I'm
he
all
likes
for more.
science.
Right. I'm all for more Trek.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I'm all about Star Trek. I'm just not about K-Trek.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do it. And again, Strange New Worlds probably is the best of what they got going, but even they have screwed themselves. Because if they were to turn around and just say the one thing that Akiva Goldsman doesn't want them to say, but if they were to turn around and say, you know what? This is a different universe. There are certain people that are starting to come around to that thinking now. Some diehard fans that are starting to notice that several of the episodes of Strange New Worlds are really in major contradiction to episodes that have already been presented. And so the idea is like, maybe this isn't the Prime Universe. And my response is, duh.
right.
Yeah,
And
but
isn't there
Strange-
a possibility that may actually be disclosed with an upcoming episode or something?
They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Akiva Goldsman's ego won't allow him to do it. He's already stated. They have been given the opportunity to pitch to the new bosses what they would like to do. If they were given another opportunity to try to make up for all of the disastrous stuff they've done. And what Akiva Goldsman put forth was, well, this episode this last week introduced Scotty on the show. So their pitch was, hey, maybe with the final episode, we can just introduce the entire Enterprise crew and bring Kirk, Spock, Uhura, Scotty, McCoy, and everyone else, and just do Star Trek.
Nah, I'm fine, thank you.
No. That's the pitch they put forth. You're about to lose your job, and you put that up. We're just gonna redo the original series our way.
Yes, that is gonna make an impact. Fans are gonna love it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No. Oh God, I hope they do it. Oh please God, I hope they do it. Because that has disaster written all over it, and I'm here for it. I am. That just means you're just going to be basically having David Ellison and his dad basically burn money. You might as well just take $1 billion and set it out in front of the company and just set it on fire. But you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it because their egos are so out of control that they think they can actually ask Paramount to do that, and Paramount would actually consider it.
Oh, they may do it. They may do it just as a strategy to get rid of him. So, okay, we're gonna greenlit your project, and when they lose money, say, "Oh, I have valid cause to fire you."
All I know is, at this point, all of you who are fans of Picard Season 3 need to at least understand one thing. It looks like David Ellison has decided to try to find a way of allowing Picard Season 3 to remain as part of the real universe once they are done setting things back to where they were before. So that's the only really silver lining in all this, that some meager portion of Kurtzman Goldsman track will still survive after this.
However, I would like a little retcon. I want the original captain of the Pegasus to be alive, and I want a show with him. That. I want a show with that crew.
Look, let me explain something. All of this comes at a cost. Okay? Now, if you notice, Martin and I are of the same mind as the quality of what we've gotten. But Martin needs to realize what he's asking to do that. This is one of those things where, hey, we've killed the vampire, but you mind if we keep a little bit of this? See, it's an all or nothing thing. I'm like Steve Rogers. Once you find out that S.H.I.E.L.D. has been infiltrated, my whole thing is the whole thing's got to go. It's got to go. It's all got to go. All of it. I don't want to see any of it. I don't want any risk of contamination and all that. No, it's all got to go. Burn it to the ground. Martin thinks that you can at least salvage a little tiny piece here, and that somehow, in being with all the other good stuff will somehow make it better. Not in my opinion. I love Terry Matalas, and I hope someday he can come back to Star Trek because he's got that contract with Lucasfilm now. So even if you keep all that stuff, Terry Matalas can't come back for a few years because he's got that exclusive contract with Lucasfilm. So you're going to have to change the characters, in my opinion. You can do it, but you'll have to change all the characters. You'll have to change names. You'll have to basically anything that was original.
I'm not talking about keeping Picard Season 3. As much as I liked it, I know it wasn't what we wanted, but it was a first step in the right direction. What I want is to take some ideas that show introduced and develop them.
Yeah, you want the same actor, but you'll probably
and the same shit. Forget about Captain 7, forget about Picard Kid, and please make the bridge look like a spaceship, not a Russian discotheque. Please.
and people say, I get vicious. You know what? We can talk about this all day. But look, one way or another, things are changing. Okay? This is really the last hurrah for anybody that has enjoyed what Star Trek has been since 2017. This is it, kids. And again, not enough episodes have been done for it to even make its own channel on Tubi or whatever. So there's enough episodes for all of this to be under the Kurtzman Goldsman banner. Call it K-Trek and just let it all exist there. But I'm telling you right now, this has really been a complete time and money suck. And while I feel bad for all the really talented people behind the scenes, as well as the actors who have spent time making this stuff, for the most part, Strange New Worlds could probably continue on if they just set it in a different universe like they did with the JJ films. It doesn't have to be in the same different universe, but you can continue this show on for another 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
If you put it in a different universe and just say this has nothing to do with anything that's come before, this is not a part of any standard universe that we've seen up to now, and with that means Pike doesn't have to die. You can keep these
Precisely.
characters going.
He doesn't have to, because with that you could basically go, no, this is something different where a different outcome has to happen.
That's right. But they don't want to do it.
Right. Because I personally, I'd like to see that. I like Anson Mount as Pike. I like the character.
Me too. He's wasted.
Yeah,
he
really
is wasted. All the actors in this are wasted. You know, I think they would be better served with some of the best writers that they had on Next Generation or DS9 or even Voyager. If they had those writers working on this stuff, this would be the #1 science fiction series on television.
Oh, absolutely.
It wouldn't even be close. It would not even be close. But they have the worst writing staff in science fiction television. Writers so bad that even the writers from Batwoman say, yeah, thank God you guys are here. Nobody's talking about us.
Well. I would never trust the judgment of the writers of Batwoman.
Even the writers from even some of the worst Greg Berlanti stuff. Those guys are like, thank God for Kurtzman Trek because people will still be talking about us.
The Iron Fist crew is going, oh, thank God.
Ouch. that hurt me.
Hey, it hurts, but it's true. You know, you know that is exactly what a certain former Henry Cavill show on Netflix is saying right now. Those writers, it's like, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
And the team responsible for season 8 of Game of Thrones are going, ha ha ha.
Hold my beer.
We're no longer the bad guys.
Right? No doubt. So and then we have, we go on to the next hour because we've, like I said, buckle up. Because you get Keith on Star Trek, and man, you're in for a ride.
Notice. I haven't talked about Amazon's $500 million investment.
The show that will not be named.
Yes, it's so bad. I mean, look, I clown on Star Trek, but even I know there is a hierarchy here of badness. And that show, I would do this way, and you'll know how bad this show is. I would rather have another 3 years of Strange New Worlds than another season of that show. That's how bad it is.
Okay, now I'm lost because I don't know which one we're talking about.
Rings of Power.
Oh God!
Yes, okay. I said it.
Everybody take a drink.
Right.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
that show's so bad, even Batwoman goes, hey, at least we didn't spend $1 billion every season.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I see with me, it's like I stopped watching partway through. I'm just like, okay, you know. It didn't even engender a strong hate out of me. I'm just like, I'm not interested, you know.
That's
All I
because
can
you
say-
didn't watch it.
All I can say is, you know, Amazon, for that kind of money, you could have just talked to the two people who created The Expanse and got them to just create a brand new series with the current crew of the Resonante and just see their further adventures and just do that for another 5 seasons.
I
I mean,
don't know, man.
Isn't there another Expanse property coming up?
yeah, but they're following the books, which means that they're going to jump ahead so far into the future that none of these characters will be alive. That's really where the show stopped. It stopped right where the books did with those characters. And so the next half of what they have, I think you jump ahead like 1,000 years or something like that.
Good Lord.
So, yeah. They look, since they did stop it there, that means the actual authors of those books could at least make a deal with Amazon. Because, Amazon, again, they're spending about $1 billion per season on this show.
Right.
You can't tell me you can't spend $1 billion to just create some new original episodes, because we love the crew of the Resonante.
Oh,
that entire universe is one of the best universes, to the point where one of the characters on Strange New Worlds is a is dedicated to one of the characters on that show. Ta-da!
So, which one is that?
Khan's granddaughter is modeled after the captain of the Belter ship.
Okay, gotcha.
They modeled her on that because that's the way they are. They rip stuff off from other shows. That's the other thing. Star Trek was never about taking ideas from other science fiction shows. Star Trek gave ideas to other science fiction shows. And the fact that a lot of these writers really don't understand that shows you how far Star Trek has fallen. You know, they really don't realize that they are the trendsetters. They are the ones who set course for everything. You don't take from other shows. You don't rip off Alien. You don't rip off all kinds of other ideas from shows like The Expanse and other things. If you have to do that, if you have to make like episodes that are very reminiscent of stuff you saw on Buffy, then you know you're not making Star Trek. You just aren't. But the fact that these actors are willing, you know, they want to get paid, they'll do it. I mean, you know,
right.
But and with Buffy on the way, there's really no reason to keep the show around if all you're going to do is take from other shows.
Right.
You know, the original pitched idea for Star Trek Discovery is still a way better Star Trek television show idea than anything executed from either Discovery or Strange New Worlds. Those of us that have been lucky enough to have maybe seen the original Bible and pilot script for that can testify to that. It's not even close. Kurtzman just can't write. He can't write at all. He can't. And Akiva Goldsman, all he does is take ideas from other sources. So anyway, let's just get to the next one. It's Project Hail Mary from Amazon MGM, which they hope to make a splash in bringing one of 2026's most anticipated science fiction movies to the large hall-age crowd. Project Hail Mary star Ryan Gosling, co-directors Phil Lord and Chris Miller. Hey, guys. screenwriter Drew Goddard, hey Drew, and book author Andy Weir will all be in attendance to provide new details in the upcoming release. An exclusive look at the film and some behind-the-scenes insights are expected. Look, I gotta say, my other twin brother, Robert Meyer Burnett, is really looking forward to this movie, which means I'm really looking forward to this movie. So,
and I gotta say, Andy Weir is one of the writers that I look up to a lot, just because of the trajectory of his career. Him and Hugh Howey, are like massive, because Andy Weir basically starts The Martian as this public project that he's doing and gets millions of readers because the science is so damn good. And then, suddenly it's a movie. And now, man, Andy Weir could go, so these are my thoughts on Plaid. And it's
no, this is, I mean, this entire project looks like it's just first class all the way around. And the fact they got Drew Goddard again, Drew Goddard. Let me just say his name one more time. Drew Goddard. Hey, Paramount, are you listening? This is the guy who you should give an opportunity to create a Star Trek program to. Okay, that's the guy you would really, that guy, Drew Goddard. He's on my list of people. If you're going to give anything to anybody, hey Amazon, wake up! If you're going to give anything to anybody, Drew Goddard's your guy. Cabin in the Woods alone eternally makes him one of my all-time favorite screenwriters. But he's written so much. But Cabin in the Woods, there you go. The movie, the really cool, that is one of my all-time favorite scary films. And a film that, if you've seen it, you understand why they can't have a sequel. Unless you're going to do an alternate universe. And even then, I don't see it. I'm looking forward to Project Hail Mary. So,
and I watched the trailer for that. It looks pretty damn good.
Yes,
and I am, Ryan Gosling is one of those stars that I'm going, why do I like this guy? I don't know why.
Young Hercules.
Yeah, I just
he was young Hercules.
I've never really a big fan of that. But I'm sitting here going,
you never watched Young Hercules?
It's just one of those ones I never caught. But watching him in like The Fall Guy, I'm thinking should not, trying to see him fill Lee Majors' shoes, and that's what he does best. Is he doesn't try to be Lee Majors.
Yeah.
He is himself, but he's at a point right now where he could be one of those actors that always stars as himself.
Yeah.
But he does have a type, he definitely has the type, which is the I shouldn't be here. Or the guy who is just not quite in his element, which this looks almost exactly like, because they're the premise is they're sending a high school microbiology teacher to fix the sun.
Well, I like Ryan Gosling because he can pretty much just do whatever. But definitely the Nice Guys and his Netflix film The Gray Man.
Yeah.
Which again, I just want to say to Ryan Gosling, when's The Gray Man 2? When is that coming?
What are you doing this? Why are you making us wait?
Why are you making us wait?
Yeah.
And also,
he had to make The Fall Guy.
True. But I mean, Ryan Gosling, I've been saying this. I've been saying, look, now that we are on the subject, just for a moment, why didn't they just go ahead and instead of the fall guy, why didn't they just have Ryan Gosling be the $6 million man?
No, I don't think even he could pull that off.
Nah.
I think he could. I think he could. I think
Nah.
he could. I could buy him as the $6 million man.
The voice is the voice.
It's not so much the voices. Steve Austin was a military man, and there is nothing about Gosling that I could believe being military. You know,
I'm telling you, way
Carl Urban could do it.
Carl Urban is up there in age. I would love Carl Urban to have done it like 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. But Carl Urban now is I mean, they're not even going to put him in the from what I'm hearing, it looks like they're the new Judge Dredd movie, which is going to be directed by
please don't.
I'm trying so hard. I can't believe they're gonna give it to this guy. It's like, what are you doing? Who is handing out free drugs behind the scenes? Who? Who? Why would you give him Judge Dredd? That just hurts.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi?
He's doing Dredd? I can't see him doing Dredd.
He's doing it. You may not be able to see him, but he's doing it.
No, he's doing it. He's doing it dirty.
Yeah, but you know, Urban is in the it looks like Urban is in the new Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
I still think he's too old for that role.
He expressed interest in wanting to do more Judge Dredd, and now that it looks like Taika is doing it, there's absolutely no way Taika's going to hire probably the best actor right now to play Dredd, to be his Dredd. He'll definitely find someone.
He's going to be Pedro.
Pedro, yeah, more than likely it'll probably be Pedro. But I can't believe I am sorry to have derailed everything. I'm just saying.
So I could see. Yeah, I don't know who Taika Waititi would go with because I still don't know who he favors working with. But you know,
I don't think it really matters.
Right?
I don't think he's right for doing Judge Dredd at all. Right? He is not right at all. Judge Dredd's the kind of project that I could see someone like. I could see picking a director if they're willing to work with someone like a James Cameron to help them flesh it out. Mm-hmm. That would be. See, now, if they said that James Cameron was going to be the executive producer, that he has a director in mind to actually do this, I'm down. I am so down. You know, if you get all the guys who made the John Wick films and said, yeah, those guys are going to do a Judge Dredd film, I am ready. I am so ready.
Right?
But no, not Taika Waititi. I'm sorry. It's just
Taika does more cerebral stuff. Judge Dredd is more it's not that kind of thing, you know. Yeah. But yeah, and as soon as you said John Wick, my mind immediately tried to put Keanu Reeves under that helmet, and I don't know if that would work.
No, but I think you could convince the directors to go with Carl Urban. I think it'd be easier to convince them to go with Carl Urban to have him return as Dredd.
Well, and that's the thing.
That works.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too about Judge Dredd. In the comics, canonically, he ages as the comic does.
Yeah.
At this point, Judge Dredd, you know, is as old as he would have been, you know, with the first issue in the 70 what, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, he's like what, fucking 80 right now. And,
So, hey,
you know,
with that gun of his, yes, he can make it 80.
right? I
Yeah.
mean, and
Wow.
so I could easily see Urban, you know, still being in there, but everybody else is older, you know.
Hey, welcome, Bill.
I mean, I think if you're an actor that is willing to keep the helmet on the entire time and not have the ego to want to take it off, there's a lot of different actors who, if they didn't care about taking off the helmet, I could see actually being Judge Dredd.
Yeah, and but that's the thing is, Urban did it without the helmet, and he still made it work. Stallone couldn't do it. Stallone's a good action hero, but he is not. He does not have the range that Urban does. You know.
Yeah.
And
Carl Urban just made it work.
Yeah.
So
I mean, he sold Dredd, you know, to me. I was vastly disappointed with the Stallone version, and I was very skeptical when Dredd came out. I was going, oh God, but then it was like throughout the whole thing, Urban never takes the helmet off, which is why I think he could still pull it off in spite of his age, because that jaw just never ages.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. It just never ages.
You don't have to worry about the lines anywhere else. Just, you know, put the visor a little lower, you're fine. It's the jaw that does the acting. Carl Urban had the highest paid jawline, you know, in movies when Dredd came out.
You know what? That is right. You know, you just
What?
Well, I was just thinking, what other people that would actually have a good jawline could you see making cameo appearances in that movie if they kept the helmets on?
Stina has a good jawline for that.
True.
John Cena.
True.
I mean, I don't know that he has the range to do it, but you know, Cena's got a good jawline. Oh God, who else was I thinking of?
Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt who?
Wyatt Russell.
Oh, okay. Hang on a second.
You know what? I could see.
I
could see Bruce Campbell making a cameo appearance.
Yes.
Oh my God! No, I would love for him to be a lazy scumbag judge.
Yeah.
Smart mouthing everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and then at the end of the movie, as payback, he has to do the long walk.
Right?
Yeah.
They hand him a gun and a law book, and it's like, there you go.
Okay. You know, if he was able to pull off The Witcher, I think Cavill could do it.
Oh, Cavill! You could almost get Cavill to do a cameo appearance. Cavill would probably keep the helmet on.
Yeah. Oh, Cavill would keep the fucking helmet on. This guy is a nerd of the highest order.
Yeah.
He would keep the helmet on 100%. 100%.
I mean, that's the whole thing about it is you would do a cameo appearance, but you have to keep the helmet on.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, that's my question is what actors could you get to make a cameo appearance as a judge in the film that would be willing to keep the helmet on? And Bruce Campbell would be one.
Bruce Campbell would be two. Bruce Campbell and Henry Cavill would both qualify for two of each, two apiece, man.
Yeah. That would be fantastic to get them in there, and I don't think there's not too many more that have strong jawlines to be able to pull it off. You know.
Yeah. You know who could have done it once, and I think he's just gotten too old for it, is Oded Fair.
Ooh. Oded Fair.
Yeah, that man has a jaw.
Yeah, he does.
You know.
Well, I mean, again, I got nothing against the actors who have done it. Oded Fair has been a part of Star Trek Discovery. And I wouldn't mind him making a cameo appearance in a Dread movie. I like him as an actor. I think he's really cool, very talented. I don't think he's ever really gotten the kind of notice for his acting that I think he deserved.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. Oded Fehr starts out visibly in The Mummy. He is
Yes.
like, he is like a freaking bisexual icon.
Well, he's an actor. He's a great
Yeah.
actor, and
fantastic actor.
I just think that it would have been interesting to see what else he could have been in if
Right.
things had gone a little bit differently. I could see Oded Fehr really as a really cool Bond villain.
Oh my God.
Oh, he could pull off Bond villains so freaking well. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Oded Fehr is just one of those guys. I think he did like 2 of the what were those films called? Look, he's a good genre fan. He has to be a fan of genre to have appeared in so much of it. And I just think that I don't know. I think he would be amenable to being making a cameo in Judge Dredd.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Although, if they end up doing that Stargate reboot movie, I think Oded Fehr should be a part of it.
Oh God, Oded Fehr just has
Gravitas.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he's got now I can't remember the name of the villains. The parasites. What the fuck are they called?
Oh, you want him to be a villain? I could see him as one of the military.
Oh, I could see him as one of the military, but I could see him as being the villain or the villain with the arc.
Okay.
He'd be great as a hero, but what are they called? Oh, the
Gould.
Yeah, he could do Gould. Yeah, I mean,
hello, Bill.
That it would be a waste not to put him as a Goa'uld because that man could do it.
Yeah.
He would scare the ever-loving hell out of me.
He would be. He'd be a very, very real popcorn geek. You got it right. Oded Fehr as Ra's al Ghul. Oh my goodness.
Oh God. Okay, new headcanon accepted. RPG.
You just sold me a ticket to that movie, man.
Right? No doubt. My God. But who do you cast as Batman against that jawline?
Yeah, it's definitely. It's definitely not the star of. It's definitely not the star of the Batman. He's too emo. But
he's too young. He's still too young. He does not have the I've been around the block 6,000 times that you require from someone who was worthy of Ra's al Ghul's daughter.
Yeah.
I mean, God,
he doesn't have the skills.
No, he's not there yet. Give him some time, he could do it. Not
at the rate it's taking them to make that next movie. He'll be at the rate they're going. He'll be just in time for retirement, Batman. But real popcorn geek, I got to give it up to you, buddy. I never would have thought of that. Oded Fehr as Ra's al Ghul. That is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
that's inspired casting, right?
Yeah,
there. Somebody call James Gunn.
Yeah, that's fucking inspired fan casting. Oh my God. Yeah, he could do it. He could do it. He should have done it for Arrow.
Ooh, yes. Well, You know what?
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull back on that just a little bit. Just a little bit. Let me just say that I didn't mind. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm mixing up maybe I'm mixing up my Ra's al Ghul TV appearances. Who did they have for him in the Arrowverse? That was
Oh my
okay.
God, that was
Yes.
awful. That was
Okay.
awful.
No. Yeah. Now I remember. The guy who they had in the Arrowverse. Okay. Yeah. He could have very well have been Ra's al Ghul for the Arrowverse. Wow.
Oded Fair.
Man.
Yeah, no doubt. Because Oded Fair, he carries himself differently. Because this guy has that sloped shoulder look half the time. And Oded Fair does not do that.
Alexander Siddig was Ra's al Ghul on Gotham, and he was very good at it. I thought he did a very good job.
Well, it's Alexander Siddig. What do you expect?
Right? I mean, he's Dr. Bashir. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but also he's just a kick-ass actor.
He is. He really is. I mean, that's the thing. He cut his teeth on 7 seasons of Trek. You do not do Trek without getting, that many seasons without developing, character.
And on top of that, I mean, it's in his genes because his uncle is a great actor.
Oh yes.
You can see it when people learn who his uncle is, and you see a picture of Alexander Siddig. You look at him, it's like, oh, I see it. I see the family.
Yes, especially in the eyes.
In the eyes, they have the same eyes.
Yeah.
So, but and for those that don't know, his uncle is Malcolm McDowell. So
the one and only,
the one and only Malcolm McDowell.
But yeah, I mean that. Later. But we have left San Diego.
Yeah.
Well, to jump back on San Diego, let's see, they have a Peacemaker sneak peek. That's when they're going to have it. It's basically going to be James Gunn along with John Cena and everybody that's going to be on the show this season.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much where they're going to have it. Hall H. That's
where Frank Grillo is going to be showing up.
Yes, he will be. And then there's the Entertainment Weekly's Bold School. Several stars from previous and upcoming releases are confirmed to be a part of EW's Bold School panel to share anecdotes or incidences about life lessons, how they found their voice, and how to pay it forward.
Yeah, Coche de Pablo is going to be on that one.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
She's a great actress.
Oh my God, yes. I mean that
also.
Yeah, I mean that woman engendered a crush in me that even my wife was going, yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure. She gets like, okay, yeah, I can see that.
Oh my God. My God.
Yeah. I can't get mad.
Right? No, I mean, her and Polly Perrette,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you can't, I always thought,
mm-hmm.
in my opinion, I always thought that she would make a very good I think if you cast her in the right role,
mm-hmm.
you could buy her as the daughter of Ra's al Ghul.
Polly Perrette or Cote de Pablo. Cote de Pablo, yeah. Oh God, yes. God, now that you say that, I'm going, why is she not? God, she could be Talia fucking al Ghul. Polly Perrette could be either a Grown Up Wednesday or Morticia.
Typecasting much?
Do what now? Fancasting much? Yeah, no.
No, typecasting.
Typecasting? Oh, well, see, that's the thing is Polly Perrette has that, not just the look, but the feel to her. That's just her vibe. You know?
Mhm.
And then, but we still
Yeah.
have two more panels going on Saturday.
Demon Slayer.
Mhm.
And let's see, it's the first installment of a planned trilogy coming to theaters on September 12th. The panel promises special guests from Japan and exclusive footage from Infinity Castle. Powered by Crunchyroll, Demon Slayer, Kitsumitsu, no, you know what? I'm not even going to try. Panel brings more attention to the award. Oh, okay.
you know, challenge freaking accepted.
And then after the Demon Slayer panel, we have an evening with Kevin Smith. Just like last year, Kevin Smith is closing out Hall H on Saturday night with a free-ranging panel of his own. The timing comes as Mallrats celebrates its 30th anniversary, while Dogma also turns 25. Smith will reflect on both those movies, tease what he's doing now, and share new details in various comics he's working on, such as Archie meets Jay and Silent Bob, the Marvel and DC crossover, and
So Kevin Smith, I mean, dude's holding an hour-and-a-half panel in Hall H, just based on, hey, I'm Kevin Smith, I'm cool. You know, I mean,
actually, you can't say anything given who's closing it out.
Yeah, tomorrow, the next day. Yeah,
on Sunday. Yeah.
yeah.
Sneak peek: the Lucas Museum of Narrative Art. The only Hall H panel set for Sunday is a big one. George Lucas is making his San Diego Comic-Con debut this year as part of a star-packed panel. Moderated by Queen Latifah, Lucas will be joined by Academy Award-winning director Guillermo del Toro and Academy Award-winning artist Doug Chiang. The three will discuss the power of illustrated storytelling per Comic-Con's official website, while Lucas will also unveil a sneak peek of his Lucas Museum of Narrative Art before its expected opening in 2026. Okay,
So,
that right there is the ultimate event. I could see people basically missing their flights just to stick around long enough to see this.
And you know that one's not gonna just end at noon. It's George fucking Lucas, you know.
Yeah, if he wants to stay and talk for a while, he's gonna stay and talk for a while. What are you gonna say?
Right? You know, I can see George like, it's 4:55. No, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. You know, I mean, just,
are you gonna attempt to kick George Lucas out? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it's just like, you know, yeah. Fuck with
he officially is a billionaire.
Yeah.
He's a multi-billionaire and probably buys this entire place.
Yeah, as I say. You're coming to kick me out? Buy the building, buy the whole con, buy this in New York Comic Con. We're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine. We'll go as long as we fucking want. No, have Delta hold all the flights.
We'll just call this George Con.
Yeah, George Con. I mean, but yeah, so and that's just awesome. You've got Kevin Smith, who is a nerd of the highest order.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
Who closes out Saturday night. That's the one that I think, I mean, Lucas is big, but Saturday night, that's the one everybody wants to end Saturday night on. You know, and
well, that's the reason why they put Lucas on Sunday, because they know people will stick around. And again, this whole thing is only an hour.
Yeah,
I'm looking at this going, really,
yeah,
an hour for all of this?
No, it's only scheduled for an hour. It's gonna go as long as George says it goes.
Yeah.
It goes, and here's the thing: George gets in 3 minutes and going, "Okay, well, I'm opening a museum. We're fine. Goodbye." And people will still go. You know, people will be really upset that it didn't last long enough. But I was in the same room with George freaking Lucas. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, this is a way to end strong. You know, for Hall H. You know, and the one person I would not want to be is the coordinator for Hall H, trying to get all of this shit going on and keeping moving. Because at some point, you know, they've got to tell John Cena, Mr. Cena, we need you to wrap it up. See,
Well,
you're around here somewhere. I just can't see you, but I know you're here.
Hall H is its own event.
Yeah.
It's Hall H Con. I mean, that really is what Hall H is. You know, I would hate to be the person running Hall H because you've got to try to live up to the legacy of Hall H over these last 20 years. Some amazing things have happened there. But I think if you do it right, you play your cards right, you can do it. You can come up with a few things that, you know.
Well,
George Lucas, having George Lucas on Sunday night, though. Now, if you had put him on Saturday night,
well, everybody go home.
Oh no! Saturday night, if you had it to where what they did with George J.J. Abrams with The Force Awakens. They had his whole panel, and then Kevin Smith followed his panel. But JJ screwed Kevin Smith that year because he decided to have an event after the panel. He told everybody, "Hey, why don't you meet me out back?" And ended up having this live outdoor event that was topped off with a concert from John Williams.
Oh God, yeah. If I'm Kevin Smith, I'm going, you know, fuck it, guys. We're going out there. You know, I mean, yeah, because John Williams, dear God,
John Williams live with an orchestra, and then they had a huge fireworks celebration,
right?
And it was just like, oh my God, he screwed over Kevin Smith.
Right, but you know, like I said, if I was Kevin Smith, I wouldn't mind. You know, hey, I'm getting paid to be here, and you know, I'll just get up on the, you know, I would have crashed, you know, Abrams' panel and go, yeah, hey, you know, I'm a fan too, so we're gonna, you know, you're just gonna deal with me here. But yeah, no, but yeah, when it comes down to nerd, but again, my point there is that Kevin Smith can run a panel just being Kevin Smith.
Yes, he can.
And Lucas can run a panel just on being George Lucas.
Look who he's got with him now. Notice we spent all this time talking George Lucas. He's got Guillermo del Toro, and del Toro has a new project coming up. You know, Frankenstein. And I don't know if he'll do any real talking about it. I'm sure George, if he does, it'll be because George probably said something. But Doug Chiang, Guillermo del Toro, and George Lucas, come on. You know, that's a 2.5 to 3 hour panel right there.
Yeah.
You know, I just cannot see like, well, we're gonna do this for an hour and then we gotta go. It's like,
no. Yeah, and you're not going to get George to just stop at an hour, you know.
Well, I mean, that's.
I definitely do not envy Queen Latifah trying to moderate that panel.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck, sister. Yeah, you know, because you've got George and you've got a room full of, you know, of rabid fans.
Look, they're going to lose their mind when you introduce Guillermo del Toro. And they're going to be loud for Guillermo.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're going to take that loudness and then amp it up from there once George walks out.
Yeah, it's going to go from nuclear to nuclear detonation.
All I can say is just like buckle up. You know, this is definitely going to be something.
Yeah.
They might as well just call it George Con.
At this point, yeah. just rename it. It's no longer Hall H, it's George's Hall.
Yeah.
You know, meet us in the Lucas Hall. Yeah, Hall G. There's Hall G, but then there's Hall G with, you know, just it's the same letter, but you know, like 80% bigger.
Yes.
That's Hall lowercase g. This is Hall capital GL.
I could see a lot of very creative people, some of whom might even have their own vendors booths there, wanting to sneak out to go see this.
That's so. Yeah, that's when I bring somebody to work the booth for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's the other reason why they have it on Sunday as the only thing they have on Sunday, because there are going to be quite a few people that are going to take that up. I mean, look, given the sheer number of booths and stuff they have, it's going to take at least 2 to 3 days to clear out that entire place anyway. You might as well just shut your booth down and have everybody come. You know what? Let's just shut it down. We're going to go see George Lucas. We'll be back. Just shut it down.
Right. Well, so and here's the thing. Again, as a vendor, if I've got 100,000 people at 130,000 people in the area, and even 1 in 5 of those people come through here, that's still 25,000 people coming by my booth in however many days, Friday, Saturday, if I'm there early Thursday, and you just, how do you compare that?
Well, there's something that you could do. There's definitely something that you could do to help pass the time and help your fellow attendees, and you could oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What is this? Real Popcorn Geek? What did you just say?
Buffy Reboot Cast announced
via deadline. Uh-oh. I did not see that.
Yeah, no, they may have just announced it. But to give you a comparison, Springfield, Missouri has just under 170,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah. So Comic-Con in 2023 had almost as many people there in that little area as we have in the entire Springfield area, in Springfield city limits.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. If I could sell, I probably would have made bank Thursday afternoon. I would have to have brought a lot of books, but because damn, So Buffy Reboot Cast. Are you Googling what I'm Googling?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
It says through deadline, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Got it. Found it.
Share it with. Oh.
Do it now.
Yeah. Go ahead and share it. That way.
Okay. Oh, hang on. Oh, come on. There we go. All right. So I'm going to drop it here. And here, if it'll let me do it. All right. So I think this is the one. Faley Rocket Havana, Jack Cutmore Scott, Ava Jean, Sarah Bach, and Daniel DiTomaso.
Yeah, I can't read it. All the text is blurred.
Really?
Well, if there's a pop-up that comes up that you have to kick down. You have to X out of, and it unblurs it.
Well, I don't have that pop-up.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can you share the screen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tap. Because
Uh,
only the article's text it's blurred. The rest of the site is pristine.
let's see. So present, right?
Yep.
Share screen.
No. Go for tab, for browser tab. It's less painful.
Browser what now?
When you saw share screen, go for the first category that you have is your tabs in the tabs that you have open in your browser.
I don't know how to do that.
Oh well, I'll do my.
Yeah.
It's gonna be blurry. You're not gonna be able to read anything, but
Mhm.
at least you can see the pictures.
Right. We got Fela Rakatahavana
Yeah.
from Unprisoned, Ava Jean from Law and Order SVU, Sarah Bach from Severance, Daniel DiTomaso from CSI Vegas, and Frasier star Jack Cutmore Scott cast as series regulars opposite Ryan Kira Armstrong and Sarah Michelle Gellar in the Buffy Vampire Slayer reboot, which has a pilot order at Hulu. Armstrong plays the new Slayer and a diverted high school student named Nova in the untitled Buffyverse project, which Gellar executive produces in addition to reprising her signature role as Buffy Summers. Rakata Havana will play Hugo, a privileged, likable high school student who is a geek. Jean will play Larkin, another student described as a chronic do-gooder. Bach will play Gracie, the ringleader for a group of church-going students. That ought to be fun. DiTomaso will play Abe, Nova's single father, who is a photojournalist. Scott will play Mr. Burke, a popular high school teacher. I wonder if he's a librarian. And Oscar winner Chloe Zhao directs the pilot, written by Nora and Lila Zuckerman. No additional information has been provided about the project, referring to the next chapter in the Buffyverse, which comes from 20th television and Searchlight. Rest of its background.
Let's see. I posted something in the chat there for us.
Okay.
So we can post that up there.
Do you want me to share that?
Yeah, you can share that. Because chances are there's a lot of you who probably don't know who this young actress is, Ryan Kiera Armstrong, who was a part of the Disney Plus show called whatever. I didn't care enough to watch it. Anyway, this is the young actress who will be the lead of the new Buffy spinoff series.
Yeah.
This pictures looks like a Firestarter.
Yeah, she was in Firestarter.
Yes, she was in Firestarter.
Yeah.
I didn't care to see the remake. I should.
Well, it is kind of hard. It is kind of hard to follow up Drew Barrymore, as the original Firestarter. But yeah. So yeah, as we speak, it is 11:18 in San Diego. So right now, let's see here. A bunch of people are losing their shit over Percy Jackson. So yeah, it's just getting kickstarted. This is just happening now, and here we are in Missouri
talking about it. I mean,
right? Yeah, no doubt.
That
now
shows you the power of this event.
Yeah,
and
halfway across the nation, we're sitting here going, "I wish I was there."
A lot of people. I've been saying that for years.
Right. So
here we
yeah.
go. Share this one, Martin. It gives you a better picture of what she looks like, because a lot of those pictures are kind of young.
Give me a second. I'm on it. Okay. Let's share screen.
And Sarah Michelle Gellar still looks amazing. Just like, no, that is not fair. Here you are looking like that, and this is me looking like
look
this
at
shit.
her. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Let me also let you in on something. You guys remember the Slayer that came after her in the first season?
Eliza
Yes.
Dushku? Or no.
Elijah
no.
Dushku.
Was the
No.
second one after that.
Ah,
The
I forget.
the one.
I forgot the name.
Oh,
Yeah,
I know.
Kendra.
Kendra. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, the African American Slayer, right?
Yes.
Or the African Slayer. Check out what she looks like today. That's a good picture of this young actress. Okay,
Hang
she's
on.
15. Okay, but I'm telling people all the time, if you think Sarah Michelle looks good, the actress that played Kendra
Hmm?
has made a deal with the demon. She looks like she just finished filming Buffy last week.
Right.
So this is the new Slayer.
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll notice
So
that there's a that Sarah Michelle has also had a link to her Instagram talking to this young actress. So if you want to see the two of them talking on Sarah Michelle's Instagram, they also have a link to that through that ABC News story.
Well, Gambit. Oops.
Yeah, she's 15.
Yeah, and canonically, Buffy started as a 15-year girl too, right? In the movie, because in the show she was 16. The character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was
When
she's supposed to be 15.
Yeah, when in the original one, which best vampire death ever from from Pee Wee Herman. Ooh,
Yeah, well, it was such a great experience making that movie. Josh decided to pay back a certain cast member by recasting them with someone that physically looked way different than what the character looked like in the movie.
Right.
On purpose.
Yeah.
Because that person was a bit of a DICK to work
Chrissy
with.
Swanson? Yeah.
No. Remember the cast of the movie?
Donald?
Okay. He recasted the role of her mentor.
Yeah, Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, it's because he killed him off in the first one. I mean,
no, Donald Sutherland was an a-hole to work with to everybody. So when he did the Buffy television series, he made sure to cast someone that physically didn't even resemble him at all.
Yeah.
He went a whole opposite way. He casted a guy that looked like he was pushing 400 plus pounds. Yeah, just to show that Donald Sutherland is not the easiest person to work with, and a lot of people have said that, So,
Shinatsky, I am so sorry.
What this?
Yeah, nearby fuck parking at Comic-Con from Shinatsky.
Yeah.
Good luck, my friend.
Yeah.
But there you go. That's our show today. I always get excited every year because this really is Geek Christmas in many ways. This is something that is just a lot of fun for a lot of people that are able to go. This is really like going to Mecca.
Mm-hmm.
But this really is about finding your tribe, and you will find your tribe there. If you can't find your tribe at San Diego Comic-Con, you're not looking hard enough.
Or you're not, or you haven't stayed long enough.
True. Because again, it's
an entire city worth of people.
Yeah, it is. It is just wow. It is all I can really say. It's wow.
Right.
The place is so big, and again, the official San Diego Comic-Con page that I had through here, you could see how big a lot of these places actually are. You get maps and everything else. I mean, just look at their dealer's room. You know, wow.
Yeah.
It is just
you could play 2 football games in the dealer's room and never know it.
that's it. I mean, oh man, yeah. You know what? I think I think that about does it.
Yeah.
That about does it.
Yeah, and with George Lucas, how can you go wrong?
You can't. George Lucas is George Lucas.
Right?
And I just actually, wait a minute. Didn't I have one more thing that I wanted to show? May have to save that for next week. Yeah, I had one more thing I wanted to show. And mainly because this is something that I think Martin would really enjoy. Here, let me take over for a moment. Okay. So, looks like I'm not doing a great job here. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. There we go. Can you see it?
Nope.
Not yet.
Oh, maybe if I just did here we go.
Okay. Oh my. Oh. Hi.
Oh man.
And they're getting ready to come out with the Gorn. Is okay. This is not the same company that's been doing all the ones that I've been showing you lately. This is a different company. These figures aren't as expensive as the other ones.
Thank God.
This is actually a Spock you can afford.
The Spock we need, not the Spock that we deserve, or the Spock we need, not the Spock we want.
The name of the company is called Beast Kingdom, and they are putting out a series of figures, and they, you know, again, this is not the extremely expensive figures. This is just short of that, but it's still really, really well done.
Yeah, and as a fan of Leonard Nimoy, you know, going back to the 70s, because I remember when the Ballad of Bilbo Baggins came out, had a friend who had that. That's nice. It's very nice.
Oh, there you go. There you go. It is wow, they have a lot of really cool figures at Beast Kingdom.
Yeah.
In fact, the Captain Picard one that they have is really cool. I'll have to share that. I cannot share that.
Dude, they got a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share that.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and share it with everybody? Show them what you got going on.
Wait. Again. I made a little mistake. Share screen, share tab. No, without audio. And here we go. And let me scroll that for you. Yeah, there's some of the piece. Oh my God! Look at the Pennywise and the Annabelle.
Yep.
One Gandalf the White. Oh,
Stan
Stanley.
Yeah.
Oh, the freaking Penguin, man.
That
These
looks
are-
like the Vito.
These are more affordable than the other ones that we use.
Oh yeah,
for Gear.
yeah.
So
I can see that. Like 5 times more affordable.
so
Yeah,
there you
they're
go.
still $150 for the Gandalf.
Oh,
Let's get
the
it.
Batman who laughed. Thank you very much for this link gift.
Yeah, you're welcome.
My wallet hates you.
This look. This is
Oh,
not
no.
a look. Martin will tell you. This is not what I normally post as far as prices.
Oh no,
It's
he only
two
posts
or three times this.
premium toys and oh my God, no.
Oh well.
Mega Doc. Oh. Now I only need a Darkwing, and I'll be happy.
So there you go, everybody.
That's a good one to end on.
This is the way of making it up to everyone out there, because I know that every time I do this, it causes pain to Martin, because they're figures that he wants. They're figure I want. I can't afford it. I can't justify that.
Yeah.
There's
Right?
no way I
Well-
can justify dropping $200-$300 on a figure.
If I just can't buy that Savick from Exo 6, I would die happy.
See, yeah, this is not quite Exo 6, but it's on the road to Exo 6. So there you go, everybody. Yes, CJ. So wow. Well, hopefully everybody had a good time. You learned a few things, and you spent some time geeking out along with us. I'd like to thank Bill Barkley, Meyer HQ, CJ Prime, Sander Hammerslag, Monkey Jeebus, Cam's Crash Courses, Gambit, the lovely Penny, Joe at Joe's Atmosphere, Andy Morrow, and really all of you. And again, given everything that's going on with YouTube right now, please like us. Hit that like button. Hit that heart button.
Hit that subscribe
share,
button.
subscribe. Yeah.
Find somebody you know. Have them bring over there. Hit the like, share, and subscribe on theirs too.
Yeah. If you want, go ahead, and you have my permission to just take this and share it on social media and just have fun with it. And
Wait.
Uh-oh. Martin's onto something.
Yeah, I'm uploading a video for something. If I can find it, of course. Here it is. Because somebody had a question.
oh,
The question which I want to answer with a video. The answer that question that CJ Primes make is, what figure do you want, Keith? And by what company? And I can only answer with this.
Oh, I have so many names.
CJ, wow.
That's a difficult question.
See, now you know what I mean when I say that, Martin. You know exactly what I mean. I've shown you so much. You know, gosh.
Even Santa's going, stop.
Yeah, even Santa's saying that. You know what? I would want.
But do you actually want the Red Ryder carbine BB gun with the stock of the compass?
You know what? This is going to sound weird, but it would have to be Kirk from Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
We're close. To me, it's still that Savick.
Savick was really good. X06 did a fantastic job on that.
Damn, that's
But
the best figure.
X06 did an even better job, in my opinion, of doing Kirk from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Really having all that stuff from Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Your Muslim uncle, hey, our Muslim uncle, I should say. Look, I wish I were there. I really do. I wish I was there, but I got a lot of family stuff that prevents me from going too far, and until I can get all that squared away properly, it's going to be a while longer before I can go. But look, someday when I do go, I'm definitely going to try to post it to YouTube and let you all see as I lose my mind, basically. At this rate, I don't know. I might have to retire from my job and get that RV and just drive it all the way out there. You know. Of course, if I do that, I'm gonna take a few people with me. You know. I'd try to get Gary to go with me, although I don't think Gary would go. I think Gary's been to San Diego at least once.
Right.
So,
dude, what we'd have to do is get a trailer, like a trailer, hook it to the back of my truck, and drive out there.
Oh, dude, you know what?
And I would be selling books out of the back of my truck.
Comic Con should be done in the Hall of Justice.
oh, gee, Cincinnati. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Cincinnati. Yeah, call it just call it Justice Con.
Oh, Justice Con. There actually is a con called Justice Con, I think. I think there actually is a convention named Justice Con. But I look. I'm telling you, San Diego, and mainly the hotel people, if it really does tick you off having it there, and you guys someday derail San Diego Comic-Con and they no longer want to do it out there, I'm telling you right now, on behalf of the good people of Las Vegas, thank you. Because they're going to look, Vegas is ready to go. They are ready to pull the trigger on doing this. They are ready to take over. They are ready to receive you and your money. So Vegas would have no qualms about having Comic-Con there, and to change its name to Las Vegas Comic-Con.
Okay, so what they would have to do in Vegas is compete with the Fallout New Vegas. Everything.
They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care.
I know.
About 10 years ago, back when San Diego was when they were really getting mad about it, and Vegas, the people, the business people of Vegas contacted the Comic-Con people and said, like, here, we're ready to receive you. Here, bring it here. You know, they still are. You know, I mean, if San Diego's going to start turning down money,
right?
Then that's all I can say is I don't have any words for you. Seriously, I mean, are you just that? Are you just that damaged? You know, this is a good thing.
I know, man. It's like,
I'm telling you,
we're here to throw money at you. Yeah, it's like, we're here to throw money at you. Why are you dodging? Why are you dancing around like that? Stop resisting.
I mean, so far it's the mayor and various businesses that are still holding out for this event. But I think the hotel people are I think they've about had it. you know, and that's too bad. That's too bad. Now, for me personally, I think I can make Vegas. I think I could do Vegas. That's only a few hours flight for me. So
I could drive to Vegas. I mean, good lord.
oh yeah, if you and I drive to Vegas,
Right?
that's gonna be a trip. That's gonna be a
let's see.
trip.
Oh hell yes.
You know? Yeah,
I mean,
I'd have to tell my wife to get off of social media for a couple days.
Right? I mean, it's what? Let's see how long a drive that is.
I'd have to tell my parents and grandkids to get off of social media for just a week or two.
So Vegas is a 20 to 21 hour drive, depending on the route you
Good
take.
night.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I've done the drive from Springfield, Missouri to Orlando, Florida in one shot.
Dude, you are a monster. You, sir, are a monster.
So yeah, I would say stock up on snacks, bring a pillow. You know, I do stop to pee and to eat. That's it.
I think I kind of assumed that it was a given, but
Yeah. Bear in mind, no, I do not have a gallon. I do
You
not
know
have
there are roadside motels, right?
I do it now.
Sleep.
All right. So, but yeah,
that would have to be something that we would post on YouTube. I mean,
Oh,
not the
God.
bathroom breaks, but I
yeah,
mean,
No, please, no. Nobody wants to see that.
right. Oh my God, that would be hilarious because my truck has a back seat. So,
well, then it's perfect.
yeah,
I'm telling you, I would be afraid I would run out of money the first day. just walking through the dealer's room. It's like, okay, I want that, and that's just in one
Right.
booth. And then,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Yeah, tell your wife just take out a mortgage.
here goes Greg. His college.
Right.
Oh wow! It's that entire event, and if they ever put it in Vegas, then oh geez, yeah, that's oh thanks for that. That would bring problems.
Yeah,
that would bring problems, and that's as far as I'm willing to go on that one. I'm not saying I'd spend my money on hookers, but
you wouldn't have any left.
I wouldn't have any left.
You know, I mean, because it'd be one of those things of it's like, hey, baby, want to have a good time? What? I can't see over the boxes. Who's talking to me? You know?
They would you know what, they would target all the guys wearing the cartoon and comic book t-shirts that weekend.
Yeah, that would be the closest some of those folks ever got to human contact. You know,
Yeah,
but you know, by the same token, nerds are getting hotter. I mean, they'd have to compete with the cosplayers. They'd be showing up, you know, in their skippiest outfits, going, "We're overdressed."
Oh, we have a new subscriber. It's Chris84. We would like to thank you for your subscription.
Thank you very much, Grizz84. Grizz84. Hey.
We hope you are enjoying the show.
Yeah.
You know what? I hope by next week I'll have a full review of Fantastic Four for Stubbs.
Right? Oh, absolutely. That opens tomorrow. It's my girl's birthday tomorrow. Damn it. I'll have to go see it.
I know. You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure to get those birthdays.
Right?
You cannot forget those birthdays.
Right. So Keith, you know what the Midwest goodbye is, right?
No.
Okay, so Martin, Midwest Goodbye is that point where you go, well, it's about time for us to get going. Half an hour later, you're only halfway to the door.
Yeah. Oh my God, we have been running this for 3 hours.
Right? That, and then
Wow.
that's the part where you slap your thighs and go, yep,
Yeah.
time to get up. And another half hour, you're at the door. We're doing the Midwest sign off.
Yeah. Bless your nerdy heart. Well, I think it is time for us to go. Like I said, when I originally was trying to sign off, I really did just want to make sure to at least get one figure in there to show Martin.
Absolutely.
Let him know that not everything I push towards you is expensive and trying to break you. So
almost everything, not everything.
Yeah. Big words after showing me that $500 enterprise.
Right.
Look, if you're gonna blame me, you get it right. It's the Enterprise. It's when I showed you all the figures that X06 had for Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It's showing you. I mean, all the really just X06 alone, showing you all of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much did it. So, yeah.
Okay.
Look, it's great hanging out with you guys. It's great having all of you guys out there showing up every week to listen as I pontificate about the things that I like and how bad Kurtzman Trek actually is. So, let's see. I have a cousin that's been gone for at least 10 years. He's been with IDW. He's part of a different company that him and some other people formed. It's definitely not as comic centric. Yeah. The event. Let's see. He's pretty burnt out now, which sucks. Yeah. Well, I wish him well. I wish you well. I wish everybody well. So on behalf of myself, Ben, and Martin, who I like to call the three of us the Thrilling Three, it has been fantastic to have you for this week's episode. We hope to see you again next week. Same Keith time, same Keith channel. Morning Coffee with Keith, as presented to us by Pop Culture Minefield. See ya.
See you, everybody.